Hello, beauties. What is going on with you? This is oh, never mind. This is Tamika. I hope you all are doing beautiful. We are going to get a reading, use a couple of decks, get a little bit of information, see what's going on in the atmosphere. Hope everyone is enjoying this Saturday thus far. 4/18. I guess this would be like when the holiday falls on a Monday and you can't take off work, so you party the whole weekend. So something significant about chilling this weekend, doing 420 things. I mean, it may not be a holiday to everybody. It's a holiday for me. But so something significant about fast changes. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting doors opening. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. Go with the flow. There's a rabbit on this picture. So something, hold on. Okay. So there's a rabbit in this picture. So rabbits deal with abundance, fertility. Get out there, that makes me think of the Energizer Bunny. It keeps going and going and going. So although maybe someone is experiencing some type of changes, they're able to still keep their head above water and go with the flow. And that's kind of difficult sometimes, depending on your situation. But not forcing something could be helpful. Something long term. So these fast changes that are happening are dealing with something that someone has been dealing with for a long time. So if this is a job, you've been there for, I would say more like decades than like 2 or 3 years. Long term to me, it seems like something you've put a lot of, well, you can put a lot of hard work into something in a short amount of time, but I'm thinking this is someplace someone thought they would retire from. If this is a relationship, you've been in it for a long time, and now something is changing rather quickly where it's causing you to have to leave it or distance yourself from it. It could be anything, like I said, anything that you put a lot of time into. So on the table, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a setup. A step up. Oh God. I was like, a setup? What the fuck? A step up. Someone could be leaving someplace because they're not being paid what they're worth. Leaving a relationship because you're not getting the time and love and attention you deserve. Give and take. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. So whatever this is was unfair. It was unequally yoked, so to say. Unequally yoked with the fork. Yeah. The knife and the fork, and then we have a rabbit next door. Maybe someone likes having rabbit, eating rabbit. Rabbit is good. No, is it? I'm sorry. That's duck. Not rabbit, it's duck. Duck is good. I don't think I've ever had rabbit. Oh, something about eating a rabbit. Someone tried to eat a rabbit. Someone tried to partake in someone's abundance or creativity. Let me get a taste of that. Let me get some. I don't know. With give and take. Oh, you know what? It kind of gives me that similar energy to that. I don't know a lot about it, but the guy, the Mr. Tenderism, who makes all that good, delicious looking meat, that just falls off the bone. And the place that he was working at, they were using him for his talents. Like he would have, well, he's on his own now, but he would have made more money by going solo than working for a company, because they don't feel like typically, what is that guy, Keith Lee, when he goes to these different restaurants, it's typically something that's the owner they don't just own the restaurant, but they also, it's because they have a love of something. They like making pizza. They like, whatever. And I'm not saying the owner of that place doesn't know how to make ribs, because the ribs were one of the things that, why is this shaking? The ribs were one of the things that were on the menu. But, sorry. I just wanted to move that back. But it didn't have the same pizzazz as Mr. Tenderism. So something about someone using someone for their talents or their abilities, making money off of them, and not in a greedy way. Like, you're not even trying to compensate this person for what they're bringing to your business. Give and take, patriotism. So we have people skills. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, salesperson, or a head of a company. Maybe there's a need to, like Mr. Tenderism, do your own thing. Maybe whatever it is that you bring to the place that you work, the organization, the business, whatever it is, whatever energy you bring, whatever skills or talent you bring, something that you can use for yourself. Direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step, as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. Sorry, I had lit a little LA while I was talking, and I put it down, and I was like, girl, did you just leave that shit burning? But it was not. It was not. And then we have success. All right, so whatever it is you got in mind, limitations, obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought, or simply choose something better for you. And then this is letting go of the old, to allow yourself to be open to receiving something better than that. Mr. Tenderism now has people backing him. It's like a whole thing. And then the guy, Smokehouse something, I can't remember the name of the restaurant, he left, Mr. Tenderism. But the guy was showing us like his ribs and how he said you don't want them falling off the bone. And I'm like, like his ribs didn't look terrible. I've seen ribs that were tough as shit. But no, you actually do want it falling off the bone. It's delicious that way. Oh my God, it's like it's melting in your mouth. So it's something that you do that's just like, like I can't get enough of it. And you'll have success with it. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. So if you were maybe doubting yourself, thinking that you were, you know how you listen to some people, and they're, some people mean well, other people just talk out the side of their ass. But you hear someone saying, yeah, you need to make this decision right now, because if you don't, this shit's going to pass you by. You're never going to get it again. And it's like now you have this fear of missing out. The person who you're going to, who you're hoping that they give you some type of solace to allow you to ease your mind, now it's just the opposite. It makes you feel like you're doing the wrong things. You're making decisions that you're not supposed to be making. But this says that every decision you make leads to the destination. Even if it's a little detour, even if you set yourself aside where you done sat for a minute someplace too long, as long as you are, I don't know how I want to explain it, because I don't want to make it seem as if you should just be fucking around and not doing anything. But it's like taking a course and trying to learn the information. Everybody learns their information at different times. Maybe some people have to work a little harder to retain the information that they need, or try to understand the formulations that they need to. But we eventually get it at the end. And if you don't, you just have to, like in college, high school, grammar school, you have to repeat the course. As long as you still continue to move forward and not go backwards is what I think. And I don't mean go backwards where you have a bad day and you're like, fuck. Like I feel like I'm a failure because I'm back in this energy again. No, it's a part of the healing. Just don't stay there. You know how sometimes it's like, you know what? It's already gone this far and I don't think I can make it work from this point on. So I'll just go back to what I'm comfortable with. I'll just sit in this, don't feel the stagnant energy. Don't think that way. Every step forward, whether it's tiny, it's a finger move, it's your toe done wiggled a little. Any move forward is better than no move at all. Dark night of the soul, spiritual crisis, extreme hurt, a painful period, depression. Whatever these fast changes are that are coming could deal with definitely someone having to move. We have the dark night of the soul in the green, but it could mean from a loving place, like moving. Maybe it's like your actions are loving, is what I want to say. Your actions are. An example, fast changes. Somebody calls you and they got locked up and they need someone to come bail them out. This is a crisis. It's a painful period. And I guess it all depends on what this person is in prison for, or going to jail for, or been arrested for. But you're going to get the money and go down there. That's you with the love emotion going to help this person, although the situation may be tricky. It may be difficult to get out of. And with abundance, that could be the case with having to spend money. This is also something where very quick type energy where say you're in a situation where there was it was abusive, whether verbally, physically, mentally, the other one, the S word, but it was not doable, but it was something you were able to maneuver. And now something has happened where that's not a possibility anymore. Before, like the cops were never called, but now we have to call the cops and we have to get out the house. We have to make quick changes. What family matters? Time to put your demands on the table. So for some, this doesn't have to do with a job. This is how someone is feeling within their family. There could be a conversation that is taking place at the family table over dinner. The family could be discussing some type of period right now that is hurtful to them all, and what they're going to do in terms of these fast changes. Something could deal with having the money to move or to do something. And then I see it, then I'll go there. What are people skills? Ay, cuando no cheras. Infidelity and cheating. You have a flair for working with others. You could be a diplomat. Oh, wow. A counselor, a salesperson, or the head of a company. So I can read this two ways. One, there's a person in this more high vibrational energy that works with people in terms of with the infidelity and cheating. Is not it's a deeper issue than that. Why the infidelity and cheating? Why do you feel the need to steal from your company or cheat your company out of the time that you agreed upon working with them? Or why is it necessary to make your spouse or your significant other feel like they're not enough or make them feel shitty because of your behaviors. Like, what is it deep down? Why do you do that? Not just the cheating itself, not just the lying and the infidelity itself. Why? What do you get out of it? What does it make you feel? What are you missing that you need that type of energy to fill this void? So on the table, we're talking people skills says to me that somebody is very charming. They're able to get a lot of different people to be in their energy field. So this would be someone who could attract a lot of attention to themselves. The Hermit, solid. Sorry, I was about to speak gibberish. Solitude, introspection, the search for the truth. So it's a conversation at this table. Talk to me. Tell me what's really good. Tell me what's really good. I feel like I'm in the dark. And it's like this person is laying something out. Choose something better for you. This person with the people skills, it made me think of eating somebody off a table. She is in this really dark black color. It's pretty though. And then the table looks like the same color. You got the fork and the knife with the people skills and infidelity. It's like this person has the skills to, like, this would be someone who could say to you, like somebody you just met, and you're at a club or some shit or a restaurant, and this person says some nasty shit like wanting to eat you off the table, and says it in a way that it doesn't sound disgusting to you. Because there are people that can say that to you, you're like, oh my God, get your nasty ass out of here. But this person can say it in a way where you're like contemplating it. So you want to eat me off this table? Say less. At the family table though, this person doesn't want to have this tough conversation. So maybe using, look what influence underneath. Being able to sex you up is not the answer, and this person thinks it is. I don't know what. Yeah. Oh, I'm so. Look at that. I was gonna switch it up. Solitude, introspection, a search for the truth. Limitations, influence, and answers. This person knows how to maneuver around your emotions, around your feelings for them. And this is a boss, the same thing. They know how to use those words to get you to do something. Maybe even lie. It makes me think of someone, like someone's boss who did some shit at work that wasn't right. And now they want you to help them cover up some stuff. A penny for your thoughts. What do you think about this idea? Tell me about direction and compass. That makes me think of, up here, there's the number 3, compass, is intuition and protection. No, compass is intuition and direction. And we have direction here. So you're using your inner compass. You understand that you need to get out of this situation. And justice is here. With trauma bond coming out flipped. So you understand that you need to get out of this unhealthy attachment, physically, mentally, emotionally. The other word, abusive. With justice, someone could be finally calling the police on someone. I saw this little short yesterday of this guy who, he was very docile. And his wife was beating on him. And he never called the police. And you can tell he was very much abused because he kept apologizing. Like maybe he wasn't loving her enough, or it was just really sad to see. But there were so many people in the comments calling him a PUSSY, a simp. He's not a real man, No, he's broken on the inside. It's something inside of him that makes him feel as if he should accept that behavior. And finally, and it wasn't even him that called the police, but in this instance, it makes me feel like someone is finally at a point where they're like, you have to go, and if you're not going to leave, I'm going to call the police. What? Almost gives that Jay-Z. Like, you didn't do that shit before. What I thought, I thought we were going to always be able to get through this type of shit. This person's like, no, I'm following something different right now. With the tower at the bottom. Sudden upheaval, sudden revelation, a dramatic change. Something you haven't done before. You've had the tools to do it, but you haven't done it. You haven't used it because you were connected to this person. Or this job, this place, these people, this family. Give me one for success. Financial matters, that came out in reverse too. So someone is going through some stuff right now financially, dealing with the family in this dark night of the soul, a painful period. So it could be the loss of maybe some type of family property, money. Someone could be, something about a family business going under could be significant. I don't know what cards to use. Alright, let's use, oh, I can't take those. If these fall, okay. We'll do what lies beneath, and then we'll use these as well. Let's use these first. Should we get 5? Fuck it. Cry 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. We'll use the Astro Dice too. I could have used that first. Dark Night of the Soul, fast changes. Keeping you a secret with red lipstick stains. Ay, eso te tiene aquí. Llena todas ciertas. Alright. So this has to do with infidelity, cheating. This person didn't tell someone that they were maybe a family man or family woman. They weren't married to someone, or that they weren't in a committed relationship. These fast changes came when somebody found some type of evidence, whether this was lipstick on someone's person, on their clothes. Maybe this is just evidence of something, because red lipstick it leaves a mark. Oh, something about a mark could also be significant. Maybe it has to do with this bank failure where someone they were doing stuff outside where they were spending money, and it caused like some type of overdraft or something. Because if you're not thinking that someone is out there spending the money, or maybe someone gets a notification from the bank. I don't know. Burning evidence. What the fuck? So it's like someone trying to maybe take off their shirt and put on a different shirt, but this is burning evidence. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. Oh my, with the police. This family is going through some shit right now. If this has to do with cheating, I mean like with infidelity, cheating is like someone could be cheating the system. They could have cheated someone out of like time, money, a commitment. Whatever these family matters are, this is some deep shit that needs to be spoken about at this table. And there's a crowd of people who are waiting for I want popcorn now. There's a crowd of people waiting for the shit to go down, enjoying the gossip. So this could be another conversation being had at this family was going to say family room. This dining room table, this kitchen table. Family matters. Wow. We got infidelity and cheating. And we got evidence over here with the rabbit that has to deal with money, abundance, could deal with infertility, and it could deal with fertility. I guess it could deal with infertility. Infertility makes me think you ever heard those stories where a guy has like 3 kids with his wife, but then he finds out that he's impotent and can't have children, so the 3 kids aren't even his. Something about that is significant. Whatever this is, it's like something that was being kept a secret. Something dealing with you. Que no tierra fruto no tierra. Someone could be trying to talk their way out of something with regard to the police. So it gives, like, say if you have running with the police in terms of traffic. You know, this is you trying to talk your way out of the ticket. But it also gives me the feeling of a family who has ties to people who could possibly help them. So those people skills would be having the police help them cheat the system. But the game is over. So this is why this could be a lot of people sitting at this table trying to figure things out. Because, everybody needs to be on the same page, on the same accord. There could be even some people who are trying to say that they don't know each other, but they would be lying to the popo. So it will be someone saying that they have no connection to a police officer, but that would be untrue. This makes me feel outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. Maybe somebody discarded some type of information that they thought was outdated. This is not gonna mean anything, or it's not gonna connect to anything. No one would put these two things together, but it does put something, I don't know, there's like a detail that connects something, and it would be a detail that you would never have thought about or would have never been able to find had they not gotten rid of some type of evidence. This is old news. Old news. This is something that has been going on for a while or happened in the past. Outdated. So like these newspapers, how many people really buy newspapers anymore? So when was a time where newspapers were more frequently bought? More like in the early 2000s and 1990s, 1980s, even prior to that. So something about, it could be like a piece of a newspaper that is dated from 20 or 30 years ago. That could be significant. Something that was placed inside of a book that now has, get them to feel that yellow edges is significant. So yeah, the cheating that these people were doing, whatever they were doing that was illegal, with the police's help, someone is finding it difficult to keep it straight, to keep it together. Toxic. Look, toxic with trauma bond. Someone trying to separate themselves, going into a different direction. This could also be someone trying to run from the law. Earlier today, I was washing some dishes after I made breakfast, and I just kept singing, "She's a runner, she's a track star." Someone could be running with direction, compass, like which way do I go, which way do I go? Someplace where someone is trying to find someplace where they, I don't want to say extradition, but that's the word that came to me. And I don't think that's everyone's case. Like, who has the money to book a trip and go to, like, Cuba? Cuba has those type of rules, right? Down where I be. Que no te da pregnancy test. Toxic with pregnancy test with a trauma bond. Unsure pregnancy scare. Positive, negative. Something about going justice with Libra is about partnership. A toxic partnership. I don't know. This just gave me. We got partnership. We got direction here with traveling. We had the number 3 up here with compass, with intuition and direction. Pregnancy scare. What if, I don't know, it just gives me fighting in a car while they're traveling. Someone's pregnancy hormones. Like this person is toxic on a regular, but when they're pregnant, it makes them like extra read all about it type of energy. I was gonna say, I don't want to call anybody, someone has heavy mental issues because they're dealing with some type of insecurity. And you know, when you, well, if you don't know, when you're pregnant, you can become more sensitive about those types of things because you don't feel as good as you normally does. With some women have an awesome pregnancy. My pregnancies were very tough. I'm very, very empathic. Very empathic. So I feel everything. And I feel it extremely, to the extreme. So when I'm sad, I'm saddish. It hurts. When I'm happy, I can be the most silliest, happiest person in the world. If I'm angry, I can go on a rampage and people are just afraid to be in the room because of the energy. So pregnant and being insecure and dealing with a trauma bond of a cheating person, that's like one of those things, no tea, no shade. I know that it's not right, but this is what came to my head. This is like you sitting in the car with your dude and he's driving and you're sitting there and you're thinking how you're pregnant and this person is out there cheating, doing their whole little thing, trying to do their big one. And out of nowhere, you just want to punch this motherfucker in the face. You dumb motherfucker. I'm sitting here pregnant and you still fucking bitches? Maybe this is what's being talked about at this family team. Like this family, they look like the June Cleaver. Yeah, they look like the Cleavers, but they got that Shameless shit going on. And Shameless, there was a toxic shit out your ass. It was just they weren't out there trying to pretend like they weren't fucking up. This family though, they are afraid to be seen as fuck ups. Tell me about success and emotional, yes. So definitely, still what we said stands in terms of whatever situation this is, being able to leave it, and it brings you success in leaving it, whether it's a job, the family, a relationship where there's a lot of infidelity. And now that we think about it, the female, this says a pregnancy scare, unsure. Daniel said that is it even someone's child? Because this pregnancy scare came out next to cheating. So is the person, that female in the relationship, the cheater? Or it could be that the male is out there, has other people pregnant as well. Or always having some type of, yeah, I think she might be pregnant. And I'm not sure if this person would actually say that to you, this individual here, but investigating. So this person finds out on their own. Yeah, don't know if you have that, no tea, no shade. I get that. I can't be a hypocrite to any of this because I've found myself in situations that it would have been beneficial for myself to just leave and walk away. But such is life when you don't have a lot of emotional intelligence. You allow people to do things to you. You allow things to be done that you make choices that are not the best, that end up hurting you in the end. But now that we have emotional intelligence, maybe we're just going through finances right now, financial issues. Maybe we still feel successful. Yeah, I don't have any money right now. My bank account is on shit. The shit is in red. Is in the what is that? What is in the red? It's in a deficit. But I still feel good because I'm able to leave something that is not good for me. With the trauma bond in the reverse, as someone who's, this would be someone who belongs to like a rich family, and on the outside again, the Cleavers, but on the inside they do shameless shit. Get down the field. The name Fiona could be significant. Lip. Get down to see. But this person is like, I will forego all of the money that comes with, that's attached to being a part of this family, if I could just have my peace, if I could just be alone and just I don't have to worry about always having family meetings about some shit that we shouldn't even be doing anyway. I feel that. This is someone's like, I work hard for my own money. The 9 of Wands with the King of Pentacles. I'll make my own way. I don't need your money. Something about someone's mother and father could be significant. The King and Queen of Pentacles. Let's make sure we... Maybe I shouldn't even use this deck. Let's get... We're already here. Because it felt like this was a reading from yesterday. With the husband and the wife. In May. Maybe it has some... Maybe the husband and the wife is a part of this family. Not that... Six of Wands. This is recognition. This is also someone having a child and it being found out. Recognition is what you want. So this would be like the person who has a child by someone, and this person wants to be known. They want their child to be known. They want the family to know that this is this person's child. Almost gives like that Lotto situation. Lotto and what is his name? 21 Savage. I don't know if he's married or not. They keep their business. They tell you what they want you to know, and then you just go on and speculate about the rest. But she keeps a lot of things secret. But it seems that he could be married with children. So something about that at the family meeting is significant. Maybe someone got pregnant by a married man, or is dealing with a married man. That's one of the things that need to be discussed at this family meeting. There could be someone who's in law enforcement, or possibly like with law enforcement, they work with, like the judges, the lawyers, the EMT. Everyone kind of knows each other. So something about that is significant. But someone wants recognition. So this could be someone leaving evidence of something so that it could be known who they are. Or there's some type of evidence that is being seen that puts someone in a position of recognition. The King of Pentacles is back at the bottom with the Queen of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords with the cheating. Being left out in the cold. Somebody has a child outside of their marriage. And the other woman wants to be the Queen of Pentacles. She wants to be the wife. Tell me about on the table, family matters. This is a sucky reading. The Lovers. What are we talking about at the table? The Lovers. Or if this is not about romantic shit, the Lovers is also a contract. It's also making a choice. This family made a choice to sit down and work with the police. The family is at the bottom of this deck. 10 of Pentacles. This family is a well-to-do looking family. A family that you wouldn't think would be involved in the things that they're doing. It's shameless. Something about their job is significant with regard to this as well. Maybe how they got their money, how they got their status, or their, what is that? It makes me think of a crest, a family crest. And we got 6-6. 66 is significant. The past is significant. Karma. The family is back at the bottom. Tell me something else about the lovers. And it's on the table. Another 6. 666. This is like trying to get out of Dodge. Doesn't this look like someone trying to run? This is like smuggling somebody in a car, putting someone like in the trunk, and this person is driving. Maybe trying to cross. What is that? Borders. Crossing the border. June could be significant. 666. June 6th, June 18th, June 9th. We have fire and 2 air signs. So it's communicating. It's having a conversation about a contract and how to get out of it safely, but secretly. This is almost could be like trying to evade the law or trying to evade some type of punishment with the Hierophant and the freaking Knight of Wands and the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands are all these burdens these people are going through. Damn. With the 10 of Swords, the moon, the sun and the moon, something to do with the mother and the father, the king and the queen of pentacles. But the Hierophant, this is spiritual energy, religious energy, integrity. This could deal with courthouses. Someone could be trying to evade some type of punishment. And again, the family meeting is how can we get out of this? The meeting of the bosses makes me think of crime bosses. People skills with infidelity and cheating with the game is over. Someone fought the good fight. This is what this is. This is the Rocky energy. Someone's in it to fucking win it. But is fighting a losing battle because the game is over. There's knowledge. This person being able to talk themselves out of ticket is not going to be the case anymore. This person being able to say, do you know who I am? Do you know who my father is? Do you know who I'm fucking? You know, just so you know who I am? And again, I tell you, a Sagittarius could be significant. Leo, Gemini, and Aquarius. You know that Page of Wands. Yeah, I don't feel that. This is like someone. It gives me YN energy. Yellow this for the lack of a better, trying to explain it. Someone who's just real hot-headed. Do you know feel that? It's like someone who doesn't want to accept that it's not working out, that the game is over. This is somebody still looking at this wand. And wands is action. It's excited action. It could be the impulsive action. Acting out of one's desires. This is someone who's not thinking logically because they're thinking with their emotions of anger. They're thinking with their penis, with their cooch. Like they're not this is like the Energizer Bunny. This person wants to keep going and going and going. But the game is over. The fat lady has already sang. And this person doesn't see the 10 wands that they're now having to carry. This could also be people or someone who are trying to exhaust all their connections. Well, don't you know such and such at the DMV, and don't you know blah 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 at the vital statistics joint, and don't you know the lawyer that does the what is that, notary shit? Don't you know a real estate agent that does blah 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 and a funeral like this is someone who's trying to exhaust all possibilities, trying to defend themselves still, not trying to defend their actions. Like this is somebody having to come by and unplug the video game, because that's what this makes me think, the video game. This is someone who doesn't respect the game. Esta no quiero sí. or think they're bigger than the program. Someone's leaving behind this. With this pregnancy test, this could be a mom, especially now with this 10 of Cups coming out. Someone's leaving family behind. So someone could be having a conversation at the table with their family and letting them know, look, y'all all involved in this shameless shit. I don't want to do it no more. Or I don't want to be involved with it at all. Like, I've been staying here and trying to keep my nose clean, but it's difficult because you keep trying to pull me the fuck in. I don't want to do this anymore. Or, in the world, this shit is over. The game, this shit is over. It's a doobie. Someone is getting off the ride. They don't want to play anymore. Having this inner strength to move forward. The Chariot. This inner strength. The game is over. The inner strength to move away from this. I love you, but I can't do this. And this is someone choosing themselves. So this could also be someone who was involved in some shit that was shiesty. They are also getting themselves hemmed up and in trouble. But they're like, after this shit, it's like, I can't do this with these people anymore. King of Swords. Coming to a logical conclusion that this shit is not healthy. Using not just their logic, but their intuition to find a new direction. Cutting that sword that this King of Swords is holding, cuts away from these bandages, these bound, these binds. Something that was keeping this person bound to a Queen of Pentacles. So it could be like a child leaving a family unit. Tell me about success. Balance. Temperance angel, Sagittarius energy. This is, this is like the energy of alchemizing negative energy and making it work for you. Again, I may be in financial straits. I may have to go live in a little studio apartment, or maybe a hotel, maybe share a room or a house with some, like a apartment with some. I might have to do some shit that I didn't think I would do. But in order to have this emotional intelligence, I need to be able to have this balance within myself. I need to be able to take this negative shit and transmute it, make it something good. Someone could speak about their story, speak about their experiences. Maybe write about just something about the future. Ooh. Yes. This is someone taking their future, taking the energy that they were dealt, looking at this from a point of view where, all right, I balanced out this energy. I was able to get out of this shit. What do I do with this now? What do I do with this pain? I use it to bring about an opportunity that helps me and it helps others because it comes with love. I'm not doing this for a profit. I'm doing this for the love of the game. You gotta respect the game. Even my husband and I were talking, and we could be a bit of conspiracy theorists. And he was saying something that was like diabolical that the government could have done. And I was like, yo, that shit was brilliant. He was like, yo, right, you gotta respect it. The shit was diabolical, but the plan was like, damn. It's like somebody who appreciates the game, and not that they are approving of it, but just within an understanding, maybe in helping themselves in writing a book or doing something that alchemizes the energy, it helps someone else not have to be put in this situation. The angel. All right. We're going to get some of these letters and then we'll be out, because I don't know why my voice has been going. An Aquarius could be significant. Sagittarius. Someone is guilty with this. It's falling over. Game is over. Or someone feels guilty by their actions, by the stuff that they did. Eterno sí te lo conocieras. Y quiera notice. Ooh. We have enlightenment. The number, ooh, that's so many that we're not going to be doing. We'll leave those. Here we have the number 9. This is like the end of the cycle. And the 9 itself could be significant to someone, but the 9 is like shit is wrapping up. These fast changes are happening right now. And with that, we have 555, the change. A change is occurring. The universe is moving things around for you. We started this off with fast changes. It's like someone is being recognized or being seen in the public eye. And it has to do with a secret, with enlightenment. Someone is being seen for who they are, however they are, whatever they've done. But there's definitely at least someone who maybe was kept secret that's being seen now in their full glory. The letter K is significant with regard to the police. So someone could also work in some type of like law enforcement, not necessarily the police, but again, everybody all works together. The sheriff's office, an officer, or the corrections officer, parole officer, somebody who's an officer. The letter S is significant to this energy here with the people pleasing or the people skills. A Gemini is significant, and the 0 tolerance. SO, someone's significant other. I know it's a 0, but it's still an O. So someone's significant other could be significant. What else? That is a lot too. So I'm going to get those and then, all right, that's it, because I'm not going to be here all day with you folks, you fine, beautiful, mild, freaking folks. So we have victory, or the letter V is significant with regard to this King of Swords and this toxic energy. Someone is accepting that something is a victory, or someone with the letter V is accepting something, and their willingness to accept something. This is someone who's using their logic. They're willing to accept this because they can understand something behind it. We have courage here with collective values, community, and relationships. Someone's going in a different direction from this collective with the courage to do so. A Cancer could be significant. This person could be a Cancer. They could be moving away from a Cancer. They could be moving away from a family unit. And the letter O is significant. Ovarian Cancer could be significant. Sorry about that. Give them the feel that connect with the light spirit, the higher consciousness. This gives me the energy of someone who is not seeing things for how they are. This is, again, that person who still thinks that they can make something happen. This is someone who's still like in a delusional energy. Resonates with emotions and creativity, facilitating positive healing from past traumas. Sacral chakra. This is that Page of Wands energy. The person just keeps going. This person could be very sexually active as well. We got 666. 6 with the 6 of Wands, the Lovers, and the 6 of Swords. The step back, take a step back to rethink it and ask yourself, is what you are doing right or wrong? So, conversation at this family table. Abundance, luck, hope, prosperity, wealth. Is what you're doing right or wrong with regard to how you obtained your wealth, your fortune? Someone is angry about someone winning something, or angry about someone with the letter W, or maybe someone is angry about how someone achieved something. Like when you finally realize what someone did, it makes you angry. And this could be the person who benefited from this wealth, and now like they're upset that they were participating in this unknowingly or unwillingly. The number 4 is significant. 4W. W4. I don't know. Someone could be 40. We have leadership, victory, honor, bravery, and courage. Whatever this energy here is like the bittersweet. This 4 talks about stability and divine protection. So this person is protected, the earth angel energy. And this win is bittersweet. Again, don't feel that. It still hurts. A protection. Someone is very protected from this family, or maybe with the 6 of Swords, it can also be like a witness protection type of program. The letter B is significant. Something about a boss. B-O-S. B-O-V. O-V. O-V-O. Something about Canada. Drake. An owl could be significant. Drake is a Scorpio, so maybe, I think he's a Scorpio. Scorpio is significant. BB. Someone's name could be BB. Could be BB. A Bobo. Or someone could feel like a bozo. Or booze is significant. We have the D. The D. So someone's baby daddy could be significant. Someone could not know who their baby daddy is. These colors don't match each other. Something about May or February. February could be significant. May or Friday is significant. May 4th could be significant. May 4th is, no, that's Taurus. Something could be significant about a Taurus. Apathy. Someone doesn't have a lot of emotions or doesn't feel a lot of things, or something in May or on a Friday is going to have someone feeling like they just don't care. Something about the full moon in May could be significant. Maybe sometime around this full moon in May, there'll be a full closure. Maybe that's why someone has this apathetic feeling, because they need to take their emotions out of something to be able to leave, to go. May 1st could be significant in terms of like someone moving out. Someone is in their pride. This is why someone did something to win. They were in their pride. Winning at all costs. Dare not, dare not. Someone could be trying to keep someone from leaving. Dare not, dare not, because they don't want what it looks like to affect like the family unit. So if this child left because the family was doing something like fugazi, or cousin left, or aunt left, anybody, they don't want this person leaving and telling people shit either. So it's like keeping this person around helps to control them. WB, BW, that's blue, quick blue? No, that's cute. BW, why does that, the WB, that's Warner Brothers, but it's something about BW. I don't know. Something about Brooke could be significant. Brody. Someone's body is significant. Bow Wow, B-O. B-O-W, B-O-W. Bow Wow could be significant. Or bow. A hair bow. Someone's boo. The bow, the boo. Someone's boss. Someone is broke. Someone might have OD'd. Someone can have bad body odor. It's 2 W's, so the letter W is significant. 2 B's, the letter B is significant. We have an O and a 0, so they kind of are interchangeable. So something about information that doesn't match up could be significant. The Dow could be significant, so something about trading. Or maybe someone works in a financial institution. Someone could work in a bank. Kansas City could be significant. Oh, the 9th. So May 9th could also be significant. Someone could be 94 or 49. Maybe someone's born in 94. Someone could have been born in 2004, 2009, or those years are significant. Alright, and that's all I have. That's all I see for right now. And I'm starting to feel a little like I want to lay down. So I'm going to leave this. I thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that this is helpful and you were able to get some type of information that was helpful. I will be going, and I will talk to you lovely people later. Love you. Mwah. Bye.